Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for October 2nd, 2023. This is for Aries. Last shuffle here for Aries. Let's see what's going on. So we have dark thoughts and we have commitment. So you may be thinking really, really far ahead. If I agree to this, then you're thinking really far ahead, like, dang, am I going to be able to keep up with this? You're thinking about all the obstacles that could come up. At least with that, dark thoughts, it's like you're thinking about all the dead ends and like, if I turn this corner, this and that could happen. And it's involving agreeing to something or signing some paperwork. Well, involving something like that. Now, you're really thinking maybe you're not equipped. Like maybe something may happen outside of your plans when the Queen of Swords comes out reversed. I don't usually do reversals, but since it's there, I'm gonna flip it back. We'll remember about that, right? And that would say that things won't be going according to plan at all. You may feel like, you know what, or according to any kind of plan, like that's what they say, right? And you know how like there's say you're moving to a place, and I'm not seeing moving, but say with that combination, that would be I moved to the top of the mountaintop somewhere, like in the mountains, in the Blue Ridge Mountains down south, southeast, right? And then the town floods out, and you're like, there's no way that it could flood a mountain town. You're thinking about all the contingencies and things also that just you would not really have to consider usually, right? You're thinking about how am I going to really feel interested enough? Is whatever it is that I'm doing going to hold my interest enough for me to be successful? You may be struggling with that, struggling with remaining hopeful about your situation. And a lot of it may have to do with the fact that you know that things don't always go according to plan, right? No matter what you do, right? Even with the best laid plans, anything could arise. And there you may be thinking about as well just having the interest to keep doing it. There's a commitment here, which means that you're committing yourself to a certain time frame. With the Eight of Wands, you're committing to starting to do something almost immediately. You may be considering something like that. Eight of Wands is quick, 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 right? And you have to struggle to do it. And for Aries, struggle is not a word. Aries doesn't struggle, right? They power through. But that's what that's showing. We have fear with Seven of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. And this tells me that you may be afraid about making certain changes or worried about making certain changes because I'm going to make these changes for what? I'm going to make these changes for the Queen of Swords reverse, for things not to go according to plan, for things not to make any sense at all. And so there's a worry about that maybe you've done that before. You put a lot into something, right? Seven of Pentacles is a lot of effort. Queen of Pentacles is like, I put everything into it. I threw my kitchen sink in it. Like I expended all of my resources or something like that here. And you're afraid to make those changes only for you now to have to juggle from foot to foot and struggle to keep up with it and struggle to want to keep up with something. So, because it's one thing to struggle to keep up with something, but it's a struggle to want to do it after a while. Four of Cups is apathy. Like, yeah, I don't. Hidden motivations is Nine of Cups and Four of Swords. And so this is about you not feeling confident in what you want. Maybe what you want is not bringing you the peace that you thought. Maybe you feel like you'll be stuck in it. And so you may be hesitant to be like, well, this is what I want. I want to be able to. Four of Swords a lot of times is someone who wants to be left alone, someone who wants peace of mind, someone who wants time to think. And that you may not feel comfortable with that either. You might be like, well, what I want, I may get bored with that. So this is giving off a vibe of someone who wants that, some alone time even, but then looks at that and says, I may not even be thinking with my right state of, like in the right state of mind. I might not even be in the right state of mind. And then I might get tired of, after I cut everybody off, I might get, I might fall into that pit of negative thinking because I'm already in that place. Spirit's warning you about that, as a matter of fact, about not being afraid to make positive changes in your life, that things don't always fall to crap, things don't always fall apart. So it's very important not to think from that place, like it never goes my way, or sometimes the things that I want to do, there's aspects or components of that plan that don't make sense, or that you may later find that it's faulty logic and it's really obvious after a while. And then you lose interest. And they're showing something about not allowing yourself to fall into that place that you need to quickly grasp and fight to be very hopeful. right? Fight for that. Fight for that energy, right? They're showing that you're going to be, you have success there, but you may not even be giving it any, paying it any attention because of the fact that, you know, you've, you may think that it was like that before. I mean, at least with this, it's like, oh, this is like it was before. I gave it the good old college try and it didn't work out for me. Um, so that's what spirits got for you here. All right. So they want you to remain hopeful. All right. Speak of hope. Speak of faith. Speak from a faithful place. Speak from a hopeful place with the Eight of Wands, and act from that place as well. Right. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. We have Taurus here. We also have Libra, Gemini, and also Capricorn and Taurus. I mean Capricorn, sorry, and Virgo. So you could be dealing with the Taurus, Gemini cusp. We have a Capricorn, Aquarius cusp, and we also have Virgo, Libra cusp. And if you're not dealing with those signs could be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.